What's going on, guys? It's Ben with another Clash of Clans video. So today I have 5 raids that I did using 4 different types of raiding strategies. Let's get started right away. So I accidentally forgot to record these first 3 raids when I did them, so I have to show you the replays of them. But here's the first one. I'm using a strategy that one of my friends actually uses. He's in my clan. Shout out to all my clan members, they're great. So I believe he uses 4 dragons, but I used 5 dragons. I used 5 dragons and 16 balloons and try to destroy base that way. So this strategy is obviously an all-out air attack, so cannons, mortars cannot touch it, which is great. They just bypass half of their defenses right there. So what I'm doing now is I'm dropping my dragons across the base. When you drop dragons on a base, you want to keep them spread out. You don't want to drop them together, because if they clump up, wizard towers can take them out at the same time. Now what I'm doing is I'm dropping balloons all around the base. My balloons go, in case you don't know what balloons are, balloons go straight for defenses, which is awesome. So what I'm doing is, as soon as a defense starts targeting a dragon, which is just going to suck up a bunch of damage, I'm dropping balloons on them to take them out. So I'm dropping more balloons on the defenses, taking all the defenses that he has, and once all the defenses are destroyed, which I believe there's just a few left, I'm going to drop balloons on the outer buildings to help get 100% on this base more quickly. So like I said, this is a recording, this is a replay. I did get 100%. It was pretty easy raid after all the defenses are destroyed, like they are now. I'm dropping balloons just out on the edge to try to take out these outer buildings, and my dragons and balloons will just rampage around the rest of the buildings, destroying them all. So fairly easy 100%. This was a Town Hall 9. Surprisingly, he only had 1 air defense, which is why I was able to defeat it so easily. It was a level 1 and it was outside of his base. So this is someone who obviously rushed their Town Hall. If you guys are like this, I recommend, I don't know, basically the only thing you could do is restart your game at that point. So let's go on to the next replay. I'm going to be showing you 3 replays here. This one, I'm using a giant healer strategy with wizard support. So I saw this strategy somewhere and I was like, oh, that seems like a pretty cool idea. I'm going to try that. So what I'm doing is I picked a base with air defense easily accessible. There are 2 of them, but I believe the one is under construction. I couldn't really see at the beginning of the replay. So the one thing I forgot to do is when you're doing a giant healer strategy, you want to check for clan castle troops first, and I did not. So as you can see, my giants are taking quite a big hit from those giants that were in the clan castle. But then again, at least they weren't a bunch of archers, because 5 archers do a heck of a lot more damage per second than 1 giant. So I'm dropping wizards on the outside of the base right now, just trying to pick off some buildings, because I'm pretty sure my giants are going to get destroyed there in the middle. My healer was kind of dumb and went for the wizards instead of the giants, so my giants are just left out there to dry when they were supposed to be my meat shield. Now my meat shield's disappeared. So my wizards I'm just sprinkling a few. I did drop my clan castle on the top there to try to get 50% on this base, which I think I'm going to be able to with these 2 buildings, with these 2 army camps. Once I get 15% or 50%, I'm just going to let the remainder of my troops get destroyed, and the raid's going to be over. So it wasn't a very good raid. I'm going to fast forward here to the end. It wasn't good at all. I'm going to show you another replay right here of another attempt at the giant healer wizard strategy. This one also, if you see from there, it did not work. I barely got 50% on this one too, which leads me to the believe that this strategy really has no real purpose. I feel like this kind of strategy, it seems good in the surface because wizards do a high amount of damage and the giants are going to suck up all the damage from the defenses. But it just doesn't work because your healer go off the wrong way, or like here my giant split, and if that happens, there's no possible way to get 100% on the base. Like with my giant healer dragon combo, the dragons will take out the majority of the base after that. But with this, you have wizards and they're really super weak, so once their meat shield gets destroyed, they're done for. So my giants are going around the outside of the base. I'm going to be dropping a few wizards here in a few seconds to try to catch the outside buildings, try to get 50% on this base, which I will end up doing, but barely. My giants are still getting healed, but they're splitting off more and more now, and there's only like 4 left anyway, so they're pretty much done. And I'm starting to drop wizards around. So I'm going to drop wizards on the outside buildings. Hopefully I'll get some where the defenses won't be able to attack, and the rest will be enough that the defenses won't be able to take over them. So right now those 2 wizard towers are distracted by 1 remaining giant that's alive, and my healer's healing it. So I'm going to take out those 2 guys with my wizards, and then I'm going to start taking out a few of these elixir collectors to get percentage points. After those are all done, I'm going to drop 1 on those 3 builders' huts that are located there, and then 1 on the barracks. And then a couple on the army camps to try to get percentage points there. So there goes the guy on the builder's hut. There's a guy down there in the dark barracks. He just ran into your screen. He's attacking those barracks down there. And then I do believe I have just a couple more left in my inventory. I didn't use all of them on this raid because I knew there was no way I was going to infiltrate the middle of it anyway, but I dropped a couple more there to try to take out these army camps. Once they get a couple of these, they're going to end up getting those and then destroying the Clan Castle troops, which I once again forgot to check for, so bad on my part. And then that guy's going to get 50%, and I'm going to surrender because there's no real point in continuing this raid. So we're going to jump right into another raid I did. This one is one of my favorite raiding strategies, next to my giant healer dragon combo. This is the giant healer minion combo. So this is my other favorite type of the giant healer twist area here. So this guy's air defense was under construction. Once again, I forgot to check for Clan Castle troops. That's something I definitely need to work on. So this is why you watch your raids back. You always, always, always have something you can work on. Even if you don't think you do, you do. Trust me. You're like, oh, I'm a perfect raider. No one's a perfect raider. We all have something we need to work on, and mine is definitely checking for Clan Castle troops. So luckily, they ended up focusing on my archers instead of my giants, and then I dropped a few more archers and minions to take those guys out. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to sprinkle I am out of archers now. I'm going to let these giants break through that wall and take out the mortar, and I'm going to let my archers finish shooting at the town hall, and then I'm going to drop some more minions to try to get the elixir collector, because that's really what I came here for. I do like the fact this is a trophy raiding strategy, but it's a relatively cheap one. It only costs about 50,000 elixir, and you can get a pretty good return as long as you have some dark elixir. That's the thing. It does cost 120 dark elixir, but that's still not that much. And if you attack a relatively weak Town Hall 7 or 8, you're gonna get that much anyway. So my minions are gonna go around and destroy a lot of the base. I have 2 stars at this point. And hopefully I have enough troops left that I will be able to get 3 stars. My giants are still working hard down there, being healed by the healer. It looks like there's 5 defenses left, but only 1 of them at this point can attack my minions. So hopefully I'll have enough minions remaining that I'll be able to take out this whole base. So my minions are going around, they're trying to take out this mortar and this elixir collector, but the archer tower unfortunately is targeting my minions instead of my giants. I was hoping my giants would be able to suck up the damage from my minions and more of my minions will live, but in the end I think I'm going to only have 1 or 2 that live. I believe I have 2 at the end, before the archer tower finally decides it's going to focus on the giants. So I was really disappointed with the way this raid ended. As you can see, I have a minute left, and there's only like 6 buildings left, but I only have 2 giants and 2 minions. And that is definitely not enough to finish this off. So my guys are still running around. The minions still working hard, trying to shoot down this archer tower, which it is going to end up doing. I'm dropping wall breakers here because I know the giants are going to end up going through that wall. I don't want them to have an easy path to the next buildings, but unfortunately that one missed, ran to the wrong place, and the giants were stuck defending or breaking through their own wall anyway. So here my minions are taking out these last couple buildings. There is one more army camp. I'm going to zoom out here in a second and see it, and I only have 10 seconds. I'm not going to get 100%, which really stinks. If I had my Barbarian King, if he wasn't hurt, I had gotten attacked right before this. If my Barbarian King wasn't healing, I definitely would have gotten 100% here, but I wasn't able to. I did get what I came here for, which was the elixir, because my laboratory stopped upgrading. I got my dragons to level 2. Ooh, yeah! But I do want to try to upgrade my wizards to level 4. And I did get 8 trophies, but I did want the full 13. So let's go on to our final raid of the day. Here we have a classic Barbarian Archer Rush with I have 11 archers and 1 goblin in my clan castle from a previous attack. They had been attacked, and that's what lived. And I'm going to use my Barbarian King. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the multi-touch feature. If you guys don't know that, you can use 2 fingers on the screen at once. And I surrounded the entire base with all of my Barbarians. And now I'm going to do the same thing with archers. I'm not going to spread all of them out yet. I'm going to concentrate down here on the side where there's the clan castle troops, as you can see. And I'm going to make a little arc around them so they won't have any way of getting out. And then I'm going to focus them mainly on the side with that gold collector, because I do want that gold. And hopefully they'll break through and shoot that mortar too, and the mortar will be too distracted. And then I'm going to drop the remaining 6 on the bottom to help out these guys. And then I'm not going to drop my Barbarian King just yet. I want to see what my archers will destroy. Hopefully they can destroy all the outer buildings, which I believe they just did. And then my Barbarian King will go straight for the inside. So I'm going to let these guys die off a little bit. There's going to be a couple up at the top, looks like, that managed to live. A couple archers shooting at that wall. And I think they're going to destroy that. Yes, they did get that wizard tower. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop my Barbarian King. I thought about dropping my clan castle first, but I decided my Barbarian King would soak up more damage. And then I'm dropping my clan castle. Unfortunately, the archers ran straight where the Barbarian King was. So the mortar ended up targeting them instead of the Barbarian King, especially now that the Barbarian King is inside the range of the mortar. But the archers are going to get to shoot at the mortar, and luckily the wizard tower is focused solely on the Barbarian King, who he's not really going to get anything done to him. He has a ton of hit points. I believe it's 1500, but I'm not sure for level 1. And then my archers and Barbarian King are going to break through this wall here to take out the remainder of his base. So while they're doing that, I just want to say thank you very much for all the views I've gotten so far. It's awesome seeing myself get this many views. I had no idea my channel would grow this quickly. And I do want to ask you guys a few questions that I had. Let me just get out my phone here so I can see what these questions are. I want to know, in the videos, do you guys like seeing me voice over these raids so that way I can do more raids, or do you want me to do live broadcast of less raids? Because I'll do that if you guys want me to. And within the videos themselves, do you want me to use varied strategies, or do you want me to use the same strategy throughout the entire video? Also, I was wondering if you guys would like to see more farming videos or more trophy hunting. Thank you very much. Please comment, like, subscribe if you liked this video. I'm going to be releasing more. Please comment on these questions, and I'll see you guys next time.